We begin this half hour with cliff diving. It's just about as dangerous as it sounds, and you have to be a special kind of athlete to do it. An adrenaline junkie prepared to hit the water with a force 9 times harder than Olympic divers.
The finals of the U.S. leg of the Cliff Diving World Series get underway today at a lake in Texas with divers from 11 countries plunging 9 stories in hopes of landing the crown. Brandon Scott has more.
Texans call these rugged limestone cliffs west of Dallas Hell's Gate. And this week, they're the launch pad for daredevil divers competing in the Cliff Diving World Series. The tallest platform on these cliffs is 9 stories high, and divers hit the water at frightening speeds of more than 50 miles per hour.
If fear is completely gone, then you've got a problem.
David Colturi started cliff diving just a few years ago. Now he's representing the U.S. at this year's competition.
All of us love that feeling of flying through the air, flipping and twisting, getting a little bit out of control, and then bringing it all together and hitting the water in a tight position. Yeah. Whew, look at this place, it's perfect.
These elite athletes come from all over the world. Matt Cowan came from England. On Thursday, he was the only man to do this backward dive.
I mean, there's a million emotions going up there. You've got the adrenaline, the pressure, and then when you take off, your body just takes over.
Men have historically dominated this dangerous sport, but now, for the first time on U.S. soil, women are competing. Ginger Huber is one of them.
A lot of diving is mental. I'm thinking in my head like, okay, how do I do this dive? And then if you do it well or if you do it safely, it's an accomplishment.
As the divers plunge from the platform, a panel of judges watches every twist and turn.
You're looking at the takeoff, and you want to see a strong jump, good flight, that there's no bobbles in the middle there, and then entry, and it's straight up and down with very little splash.
One of those judges is one of the world's greatest indoor divers, 4-time Olympic champion Greg Louganis.
Athletes are really upping their game, and they're doing many more somersaults. It's much more technical. They're going beyond what they're doing in the Olympic Games.
Louganis hopes cliff diving could eventually become an Olympic event. But in the meantime, this competition is the pinnacle of the sport.
It's an experience like no other. I mean, you're sharing every emotion on the spectrum. You're going from absolutely terrified to incredibly elated after a competition, after doing a dive well.
Divers will take their final plunges later today, and the winner of the series will take home a cash prize of more than $20,000. For CBS This Morning Saturday, I'm Brandon Scott.
You notice how the divers actually in the water rush in immediately as soon as the main diver lands, just to make sure they're okay.
I can't even imagine the safety concerns in organizing that event.
It's very interesting.